Yo, it's Mel from Hollow Direct TV, Hollow Direct Apparel, Skate.com. What are you guys working on? What am I working on? Got projects all over. Got some stickers right here. These are ashy. Please help me to get some color in my stickers. I might have to use an inkjet printer instead of my sawgrass. Help me with that. Please comment down below. Yeah, like I said, man, got a whole lot of projects going on. I rearranged in here just a little bit. I got all my equipment on this side. Until we get the table built, this is where we're gonna be. And then on that side, that's where everything is going. Still gotta get this trash out of here. Over here, I'm pretty much gonna have these two tables that are right here to fold and package your goods for shipment. It's gonna be my finishing area. But yeah, right here, I'm working on a project. It's one of my business partners right here. Shout out to Deja, man. Deja good with the braids. And if you wanna get your hair done, if you're in the area, go ahead on IG right here. Yeah, shout out to Deja. Deja, that's one of my proteges. Someone I want to get in the shop a lot more. Got her merch right here. She does hair. She's a monster at that. We're just trying to get her on the map. She's coming up, and she's coming up fast. So yeah, get with it. Get in tune. Support the movement, right? I want to talk about screen printing. For a second. Now, the question is, screen printing. As far as screen printing, is screen printing still relevant? I could see why you would think it's not relevant, judging by the dust that's on my... It is. It's very relevant. Now, does that mean you need it in your shop for your specific operation? Absolutely not. So the $1 million question is, why haven't I been screen printing here as much? And the answer to that is, I clearly do not have time for this. I do not have time for this. This press right here is in the same spot when I moved into this house. It is in the very same spot, has not moved. I've probably used this flash dryer here on my single station press a couple times, maybe, not even a handful of times since I've been here. If I've got something simple, I'll cut out some vinyl. And just squeegee and make transfers to put in the back. Seriously, guys, you can go to toptransfers.com or you can even go to Transfer Express and you can get transfers made. You could even go to 613 or F&M Expressions and you can get all your transfers made and just store them right back here in the back, just like me. And that way, when your jobs come, just go to the back and get a transfer and slap it onto a $2.50 t-shirt. And just like that, you're making $20. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I like this message right here. I like this message a lot. I'm just here so I won't get fired. It's really speaking to me. It's speaking to me so much. We're gonna get that on a t-shirt. When you're making transfers or when you're ordering transfers, you're basically cutting all the work out for yourself and you're putting that stress onto the screen printer at that company. So what they'll do is the same process that I do here, but they got all the big gadgets and more, way more than my small shop. And they basically print your design onto a special release paper and dry it and send it out to you. And now I have, I believe there were 50 of these in here, and I'm selling these on my website. So I've got more than enough for the moment. And if I run out, I can order more. Versus the traditional way of doing it at home or in your shop or wherever you work in, your garage, whatever. As you can see, this isn't even the half of what you're gonna need just to set up a job, okay? So it's like a no-brainer. With technology today, I personally have been going the screen printed transfer route, and I got a ton of transfers back there in the back that I'm using for jobs and designs that I sell a lot of. It just makes more sense to me. With everything going on with Hollow Direct Apparel, Skate.com, I got a lot of other ventures I'm off into. I really don't have the time available to set up for these jobs. This is tedious. Every now and then, if it's something quick that I could throw together and get some transfers made, fine. Or if I got like a dozen, 2 dozen single color, single location prints, fine. All right, whatever. But anything other than that, I'm getting on my computer. And this is no disrespect to the screen printer, because this is an art that is still very much needed in this industry. Let me make that clear. Let's just get that out of the way. Yes, we need the screen printer. However, does the new guy coming into this business need a screen print setup wherever he works out of, his home, his garage, his basement? Absolutely not. No, you can get on numerous different transfer companies that will do the hard work for you. Another thing people want to know about the quality of transfers versus traditional screen printing straight to the garment. Which one is better? And honestly, that's going to depend on whoever you use for your transfers, what kind of ink they're using, and their skill level. In the past, I've used 15-cent transfer programs, and they've worked against me because I've come to realize you're going to get what you pay for. Real plastisol ink is not supposed to crack, but your 15-cent transfers will do that. Moral of the story is those 15-cent too good to be true transfers are too good to be true, and they're gonna crack. 9 times out of 10, these companies are using cheap ink. Now, these are sublimation right here, but me personally, I love a shirt where my ink is not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna scratch off, it's not gonna rub off, crack, any of that. These are forever shirts. So yes, what did we learn today? Screen printing is absolutely necessary. Yes, we do need it. We need the screen printer. Without the screen printer, we don't have the transfers. And then everyone would have to go out and get these setups. And these setups can be extremely costly. Also with this, there's a very high learning curve. So you gotta ask yourself the question, am I ready for something like this? I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm not trying to deter y'all. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it a buck. It's overwhelming. But nonetheless, you can do it if you put your mind to it and decide that's what you want to do. You'll be one of the best screen printers out here. Screen printing is the oldest way to make a t-shirt. Look at my scoop coater. Got some dust in there. One thing about your scoop coater, when you pour your emulsion in there, when you're putting your emulsion on your screen, you got to make sure you wash that emulsion out of there immediately because it will stick and you'll need a whole new scoop coater. Right here, you can see where I left some emulsion on this guy. And yeah, I'll probably have to send this back and have them fix it for me with a nice email. Special shout out to TechSource. They're out of North Carolina, and I've been ordering from them since I started screen printing in 2016. And they're great. They're good to me. They even have a school down there. They got a couple schools, all right? I'll get the rest of that information for y'all, but shout out to TechSource. All right, so I done did so many shirts on here. I'm not even about to try to cover this. I'm just gonna do it. I just burnt the skin off my finger. I did like this and tried to close the press just a little. Listen, I be doing some foolish things sometimes. Look at this, I'm still getting over that burn. That happened too. This all happened here, all right? This heat press is hurting me. All right, guys, so center of the design lined up with the center of our alignment tool. The rest is history. Let me see if I could just sneak that out of there. Now, they recommend you do it for 7 seconds at 325. I let it roast for like 15 seconds. Don't trust them. As soon as you go to take that paper off, it's not gonna come up. You're gonna have a problem. But yeah, if you overexpose it to the heat just a little bit by listening to me, you get that good finished result. So yeah, man, a lot of people are going the transfer route. More and more people are going the transfer route. It just doesn't make sense these days to invest in all of this stuff unless you're really gonna be a full-on screen print shop. That's just in my opinion, though. I mean, I try to do things very efficiently and smart. That way I'm not working half as hard, and this is hard work. Do you want to put in that hard work? Are you going to see an excellent return on your initial investment? Those are the questions you need to be asking if you're trying to get into screen printing, if you're considering it, or just going the transfer route. Transfer route's pretty easy. A lot of old school screen print guys will argue the quality of it. I tell them to go to Top Transfers and argue that with them because those are some of the best transfer makers that are out. Them and Sauce, Transfer Express. Forgive me, I'm up here in my closet, but I want to show y'all something. Just real quick. I want to show y'all something. Look at this sweater right here. Now, this is Sublimation, okay? This is a 50-50 cotton poly substrate garment, all right? It's not a bad looking print at all. It's not a bad looking print. I like it. But there's no way, I don't care how black and crisp your ink is. I don't care if you have Cosmos ink. You understand what I'm telling you? I don't care. No sublimation ink or any other ink for that matter is going to pop like screen print ink, whether it be plastisol or a water-based ink. especially that Ryan, that ink, that Galaxy ink. Forget about it. You're never gonna get that pop like screen print. Yes, I'm defending the screen printing up against sublimation. Listen, screen printing is definitely still relevant. Yeah, man. Smell from Hollow Direct TV, Hollow Direct Apparel, Inkscape.com. We working on it.